Thousands of people lined up outside one of the world's biggest tech companies, Tencent, in Shenzhen. Not for a job, not for a product launch. They were there to get one piece of software installed on their laptops called OpenClaw. Engineers set up booths on the street. The queue stretched around the block. Within 30 minutes, slots were gone. What was this software? An AI agent, not a chatbot, not a search engine, an autonomous system that could open applications, read files, execute tasks, send messages, and remember everything without being told twice. In 1 week, it went from a side project to a global phenomenon. And the construction industry hasn't even started paying attention yet. Here's what most people in construction still don't understand. There are two types of AI. The first type talks. It answers questions, it writes emails, it summarizes documents. That's the AI most of you have tried. The second type acts. It doesn't just respond, it executes. It opens your project management system. It reads the RFI. It drafts the response. It files it. It updates the log. Then it moves to the next task. That's an AI agent. The difference isn't small. It's the difference between having a smart assistant who gives you advice and having an employee who actually does the work. Now here's where it gets real for construction. Think about what your office team does every single day. Processing RFIs, chasing subcontractors, matching invoices, updating schedules, writing daily reports, tracking submittals, following up on change orders. These are not complex decisions. They are repetitive, time-consuming, and absolutely essential. And they are exactly the kind of tasks an AI agent was built to handle. One construction superintendent was out of the office for 2 weeks. Before AI agents, that meant 2 weeks of backed-up RFIs, missed deadlines, and a mountain of catch-up work. With an AI agent deployed, the inbox was processed, urgent items were flagged, daily reports were generated, and the team kept moving. By the time the superintendent returned, nothing had fallen through the cracks. That's not a future scenario. That's happening right now. In firms that have figured out how to deploy AI agents properly. But here's what most construction companies are missing. Deploying an AI agent is not the hard part. The hard part is what happens underneath it. An AI agent is only as good as the data it can access. If your project data lives in 5 different systems, your ERP, your project management tool, your email, your spreadsheets, your document folders, and none of them talk to each other, the agent can't do its job. It's like hiring a brilliant employee and then locking them out of every system they need to work. This is why the companies that are winning with AI agents are not the ones that downloaded the latest tool. They are the ones that built the infrastructure first. They connected their data. They defined what the agent can and cannot do. They set governance rules, what data it can access, what decisions it can make autonomously, and when it must escalate to a human. That's called data orchestration. And without it, AI agents in construction are a liability, not an asset. The warning signs are already there. A senior executive at one of the world's largest tech companies asked an AI agent to clean up redundant emails. In seconds, it deleted over 200 confidential business emails. Gone. Because the agent misunderstood the instruction. No governance, no guardrails, no human checkpoint. In construction, the stakes are even higher. An AI agent with access to your contracts, your subcontractor agreements, your project financials, operating without proper governance is not a productivity tool, it's a risk. The companies that are getting this right are building an enterprise AI layer, a connected system where agents have access to clean, structured, governed data, where every action is logged, where permissions are defined, where the agent knows what it can do and what it must hand back to a human. This is not a technology problem, it's an operational problem. Construction companies have spent decades building processes that depend on people remembering things, following up manually, and stitching together systems that were never designed to connect. AI agents don't fix that. Enterprise AI infrastructure does. My advice? Don't rush blindly. But don't wait either. Connect your data, define your governance. Start with one workflow done properly. Construction is at the beginning of this shift. The companies that build the right foundation now will be the ones still standing when the dust settles.